Hi guys, welcome to my walkthrough of finest Punta Cana. I'm going to add a bit of a review to the video as well, just of my experience so far. Been here for a week, so hopefully there'll be some helpful tips in this video. When you arrive, the main desk is on the left here. There's also two club access desks in the hotel for those that have chosen the club level rooms, which is either finest or excellence, both having the same or similar amenities. Finest being for families, excellence being for adults only. So if you have any of those suites, you'll be taken to a private check-in. If you don't, you'll check in at the lobby, and I'll talk about my check-in experience a bit later when we get to the excellence check-in. So, main lobby area, we've got the lobby central bar. Really nice atmosphere in here in the evenings. Lots of good seating around, premium spirits, cocktails, all served at the bar. Small gift shop over the other side, which we'll have a look at in a second. Here we've got a ballroom. Haven't actually seen this ballroom in use. I believe it's for private use as a separate nightclub. So I think the ballroom is for any kind of conventions or weddings. There was a wedding taking place here the other day. And with that being said, here's our wedding and special events room. Any assistance you'll need with that. So we got the fitness centre here. Really state-of-the-art fitness centre. I haven't actually used it as much as I usually would, but we'll just have a quick walk around there. Bathrooms, changing rooms. I'll just let them know.
Good morning.
Just having a little walk around. Thank you. Yeah, as you can see, really modern, state-of-the-art. Nice little fridge for bottles of water there. All the equipment you could need, really. Nice, good machines. Fitness studio, bags. Even got some benches and squat rack, which you don't often see at a hotel gym. Nice view out onto the pool area. Really helpful staff as well. So yeah, really top. Thank you, you too. Top quality hotel gym, probably one of the best, if not the best I've seen. Open between 6 AM and 9 PM for the early risers. So, go around to the other side of the second floor of the lobby, where there is a small gift shop. I believe it's closed at the moment, but we'll have a little peek through the window, where you'll be able to find snacks. If there's not enough food at the hotel, at the restaurants for you already. If you want some chocolate snacks or some small gifts to take home, usual kind of stuff. Not sure the exact opening hours. Bathing suits and crisps, etc. One good tip I do have actually is if you tip your bar, what's her name, mini bar service man or woman, and ask for M&Ms, you'll be given peanut M&Ms. They don't give them to you automatically, they give you Oreos and some crackers and stuff, but tip them and ask, maybe in Spanish, because most of them just speak Spanish. Do the old Google Translate. That's what you get. So going down to the bottom floor, the main lobby, the bar here. It's very early, guys, so as you can see, there's not much going on. All the bottles get displayed in the middle there. Kind of wakes up the display a little bit. It's looking a bit quiet and sad at the moment, but it does look very good. You've got a smoking shop, actually, a smoking shop, vape shop. So if you forget any of your juices, if you want a cigar, they've actually got everything here. Really impressive. Never seen a vaping shop in a resort before. photo studio, get all your professional photos done. Over the other side of the theatre we've got the diner, American style diner, which again is closed at the moment, but I can at least show you where it is and briefly what it looks like if we can see through the window. Hopefully be able to get a shot through there. Yeah, so good atmosphere in there. Food's not excellent. Opens between 4 p.m. and 1 a.m. So get late drinks, snacks in there, watch some football, soccer, rugby, cricket, baseball, any games you want to watch. So in here we got the theatre, which hosts a lot of the shows, evening shows. I'll show you this from the other side as well, but hosts a lot of evening shows. They put on movies here during the day for the kids, or for when it starts raining, take a bit of shelter under there. It's really nice because it's inside, it's covered, but it actually feels like you're outside there. I guess technically you kind of are. So yeah, as you can see, lots of seating in this main area. Loads of places to sit, whether you're just with one person or if there's a bigger group of you. Keeping it nice and clean. They really do a good job of that here. So yeah, in here, one of the best places for me is the sweet corner. So this place seems to be open all hours, more than what's advertised. You can go in, grab yourself a fruit juice, some donuts, coffees, and as much ice cream as you can fill your boots with, and they've got soft serve there, so that's really good. Yeah, it seems to be open more or less all the time. I've never come along and it's been closed. They do really nice cappuccinos and hot chocolates and stuff. So over here you've got the check-in for Finest Club members, which includes a lounge and an exclusive restaurant. So that's for any members staying in the Finest Club, and Gusto's inside. So you get a bit of an express check-in. I will say it seems that most people staying here are staying in the club lounges. So I'm not sure how much more exclusive it actually is, but still some nice touches that are included there. So heading outside, let's go around to the other side of the theatre, show you what that looks like. Getting loads of seating areas to have your morning coffee or cocktail in the evening. So theatre with daily shows, all sorts of different entertainment. It's kind of what you'd expect at an all-inclusive hotel in the Caribbean. Some of it's a bit cheesy, but you're on holiday, so it's just kind of fun really. And over there you got the bar. You get really good bar service in here. You get really good bar service more or less everywhere on the hotel. The pool, funnily enough, is probably the worst. On the beach, they're with you within seconds. Every time your drink starts getting down to a quarter full or whatever, they're there topping it up. But the pool seems a bit slower than that. So anyway, we'll go around to some of the outside area now. So this side of the resort is the main side, I guess you could say. This is where the Finest rooms are and the normal rooms. So this isn't the adults only section that we're staying in, that I'll talk about a bit later. You've got entertainment program here, massive schedule of things to do, and it all does seem to be getting done. It's not one of those places that kind of advertises stuff and then doesn't seem to do it. You got another kind of outdoor show area here. They do some of the earlier shows in the evening with the live band, etc. Morning. Okay, Okay, so over here you've got a couple of food trucks. These are open in the evenings. They serve like your street food kind of stuff, burgers and fish and chips and stuff. It's good food. It's not as good as the restaurants, but it's good food. You got a nice bit of shade there. This has just been put up after the recent damage from the hurricane, so they've been working really hard here to get everything back up and running following that, and they've done an amazing job, to be fair. Looking round, you wouldn't notice there ever was a hurricane, so they've done really well with that. As you can see, the grounds are spectacular. The attention to detail, the way everything's been built, the way all the flowers have been planted, it looks amazing. It's one of the prettiest hotels that I've ever stayed in, easily. It's really pleasing to the eye. Okay, so going back here, you'll have the we've got a kids club back here. Again, we're staying in the adults only section, so I haven't really got any experience of the children's amenities here, but I can say that just from being around the hotel, obviously, the kids look like they're having the absolute time of their lives. There's lots of activities for kids. This is for the kind of younger kids. It's really early, so there's no one in there, so I can kind of try and show you what goes on in there. But that's the kids club for the really young kids. So there's lots of activities around the rest of the hotel for the slightly older children. So we got some private pool, I believe, suites over to the right there, and just standard suites. And we'll head back to the main area now. I'll show you some more. I'll try to talk about the rooms. I'm not an expert on the hotel, so I don't know. I know most of the room categories, but I don't know exactly where they're situated, so don't take it as gospel, but I've got a pretty good idea. Okay, so if we go around here, we've got another pool. There's lots of pools dotted around everywhere, so the hotel never feels very full up. Again, it's early in the morning, so it doesn't feel like there's even anyone here at the moment, but even, you know, midday when the hotel's at its busiest, it doesn't really get crowded at all. Really nice pools, rooms with their own private pools. I don't want to encroach on their privacy too much, but I want to give you an idea of what they look like there, and then they can step out onto the main pools. So they're really nice rooms. You got a pool bar there. So yeah, nice kind of quiet spot. This isn't one of the main spots of the hotel. It's a nice quiet spot, again mainly for families around this side of the resort. Okay, so let's keep walking. All these rooms are similar, so there's not a lot to show there, but yeah, really nice. Pool temperature is, I'd say, lukewarm. Well, maybe not lukewarm, but it's above what you'd normally expect from a swimming pool. It's a really nice temperature. So you have your standard suites up there, junior suites. All junior suites will have a balcony with some kind of view. The ones with the garden view will be over the other side of the buildings, and it's more of a service road, really. I wouldn't necessarily call it a garden view, so if you are going for those rooms, don't expect too much of a view, but you've still got a nice balcony, and to be honest, there's so many places to sit, so many nice views around the hotel. I think if you've chosen one of those rooms, you don't necessarily need it. You're maybe not expecting as much of a view anyway. So yeah, we've got there's hot tubs situated in all the pools as well, so they're really nice. I personally wouldn't be using them when it's already nice and warm, but some people like them. We've got a kids play area here, a couple of slides, climbing frame, and then over that area we've got a small wet playground for the children, smaller children. I'll walk straight through this so that I can show you some of the restaurants from the outside. Most of the restaurants are situated along this row here after you walk out of reception lobby area there. So you've got Brass Steakhouse, really good steak. I'd recommend the tenderloin from there. One of the best steaks I've had at a hotel, easily. They give you really nice appetizers. Yeah, definitely recommend the tenderloin in there. So there's Brass up there, and over this way I'm gonna have to jog my memory of which restaurants are which, because we've visited each of them once, but only once because we wanted to try them all, so I haven't got a very solid foundation of where they all are. So you got Insieme over here, which is the Italian restaurant. Again, really nice meal in there. The Alfredo is great, and Melting Pot, which is Pan-Asian, and they actually do dining experiences in the Asian restaurants here that you have to book on the day. You just go to reception, book, and they do Korean barbecue, teppanyaki. We done the Korean barbecue, which was really fun, really good, like nice experience. It wasn't the best food we've had here. It was good. It wasn't the best food we've had here, but yeah, it was a fun experience. It seemed quite easy to make the bookings. You know, any problems getting a booking. Everywhere else you just walk into, unless you're booking one of the experiences, which are in the Asian restaurants. And there might be one other experience, maybe in the Mexican, but I'll have to jog my memory of that. So in here you've got the breakfast buffet. We'll just have a really quick walk around here actually, because I've already eaten breakfast, and I'll just show you some of what they've got. And we'll walk back out and have a look at the pools. So the buffet is massive. They've got pretty much everything you could ever want. I'd say it's a good standard for a buffet. Didn't blow me away, but the variety is very good. The quality is good. They've got crepe stations, bakery station, bread, cereals, hot meats, and egg station. I mean, as you can see, they've got everything really. Lots of sweet stuff. If you've got a sweet tooth for breakfast, which I definitely do. So yeah, it's really nice. I haven't come here loads because I tend to skip breakfast on holiday and have a bigger lunch. But when I have come here, it's been nice. Or you can just get breakfast to your room, which is also good. And you can order that the night before. Tell them what time you want it, and shows up on time every time. Well, it has for me anyway. So we'll go now to the main swimming pool on the finest side. So the resort is set up onto two sides. You've got the finest side, and over the other side of this building, which we'll look at in a minute, you've got the excellent side, which is for adults only. So you got the infamous blue blob here, which is really fun. I've even had a go on it myself, shamelessly, with no children, climbing up. Kids, all day long. You can leave your kids just to climb this all day long, and they will not get bored. You've got a little one there for smaller children. So the pools are really nice. Loads of beds set up. Bars on both sides. Both main pools, bars, swim up bars with really nice cocktails. Let's walk through down towards the beach. So yeah, you've got your up the top there, 2-story terrace rooms with plunge pool up the top for the finest side of the resort. Nice rooms. I'm not sure if they're categorised as pool view or sea view, because you can see the sea from them, but not very clearly. So we've got La Playeta food truck over here as well, which is open for lunch. Get some nice Mexican food on the pool bars. Step through. Nice seating area. So up the top, on top of the buffet, is the rooms that we're staying in, which are the Excellence Honeymoon Suites, 2-story. Up the top, you get the first little balcony, and then you get 2-story rooftop terrace with a plunge pool. And then below that, you've got the beach. These are all the beachfront rooms. You've got the beachfront with plunge pool. So that's just a 1-story room, but very similar layouts. And as you can see, really, really nice view from up there. So over here, let's walk down towards the beach actually, and we'll show you Las Dunas restaurant that's open for breakfast and lunch. And then another one on the other side, which I'll have to remind myself of the name, which is open for dinner on certain nights. They're just cleaning everything up, making it look nice. So there's another look up at those rooms, those beachfront rooms. So other than the Imperial Suites, which we'll take a look at, that is as beachfront as it gets. There is a bit of an obstruction, but it's a very good view from up there. Okay, so we've got Las Dunas Beach House here. They're definitely open for lunch. I thought they were open for breakfast as well, but possibly not. Doesn't look like it right now anyway. So we're going to the beach now. So this area here is the main beach area for non-club members. Further over the other side, you've got the Finest club beach area, which just, I guess, has maybe more personal service. They've got some sun cream and stuff you can use, small touches like that for the club area. And I guess it's a bit quieter, so maybe less members. Towel stations everywhere, so you needn't ever worry about that. We've got some beach rules. Beach generally has been very calm while we've been here. So let's walk onto the beach and have a little look at the sea. So it's been really good while we've been here. We were a little bit worried before coming. Myself and my wife saw quite a lot of reviews talking about the seaweed issues. Now, we haven't had any seaweed issues. The first day there was a little bit of seaweed on the coastline or the beach line, but they work so hard here. I mean, you can see it's freshly raked. Anyone complaining, I'm not saying that people's complaints aren't valid and it wasn't worse, but yeah, I mean, that speaks for itself, doesn't it? Got the private cabanas here. I'm not sure the price of them. They got a really nice view straight onto the ocean. So further over the other side, which we'll have a little look at, is the Finest, the Excellence club area. So yeah, as you can see, loads of seating on all sides of the resort, by the pool or by the sea, and it never gets that full up, to be honest. It stays, the resort as it is right now is off season, so it's not as busy as it potentially could be, but the way it's spaced out, it does actually feel like there's hardly anyone here at all when there is people here, because when you go for dinner in the evenings and stuff, you see that it's not full up by any means, but there is a fair amount of people here. So here also we got the area where weddings take place. There was a wedding here the day before yesterday. As you can see, really nice backdrop into the ocean. That's another thing to mention. You can see that ridge. That's actually a net catching or a lot of the seaweed before it even makes its way to the beach. And then if any does make its way to the beach, it gets collected up by the tractors or by the staff members doing the raking. So here we've got the private cabanas again, but on the Excellence adults only side, club side. Now, even though the Excellence side, which is here, this portion of the hotel, which is about half of it, does say that it's for Excellence club members only, if you're wanting to use that side as an adult couple or group that aren't club members, I'm going to say, maybe not strictly by the rules, but I'm going to say you're not going to have any issues sitting in, definitely by the pool, and I'd suspect by the beach as well, because it's similar to the non-club, apart from the fact that there's no children. So I don't think you're going to struggle with that. So yeah, here we got all the beach seat areas for the Excellence Club. As you can see, the view is phenomenal. This is probably the best the beach has looked, to be fair, since we arrived here a week ago. That might also be because it's early in the morning. Haven't been out this early, but it looks amazing, and it does always look amazing. We've had a couple of walks further down the beach, past Breathless and now Onyx, or Dream Onyx as it's now called, and this beach area here blows those areas away. Those areas don't come close to this area. So if you've been to one of those resorts before and you enjoyed that, you're going to enjoy this even more. So over here we got the little check-in area for the Excellence Club. They got drinks and towels, and like I said earlier, sun lotion, mosquito repellent, everything. Really handy actually if you've forgotten a bit of sun lotion or after sun. Over here we've got the Imperial Suites, so they're the highest category of room on the resort. Obviously got really nice access to the beach, very nice rooms, not a lot dearer than the 2-story beachfront honeymoon suites, and not a lot different, a bit different in layout, but not a lot different in terms of quality. But if they're available, I would certainly think about booking one of those. Okay, so this is the main pool for the Excellence Club side of the resort, for the adults only resort. Really nice and peaceful. Pool bars here. Pool does kind of a lap all the way around, so you can just grab yourself a float and float all the way around while sipping your cocktail, if you're that way inclined. For me it's just a Coke Zero, but most people grab themselves a couple of cocktails, float around for the day. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, like I was saying earlier, they got these Excellence Club signs, but to be honest, it doesn't get policed that much, and if you're not causing any problems, I don't see that they're going to have issues with adults seating in these areas. So they're just cleaning the pool up at the moment. They do that every day, every morning, so it always looks nice and pristine. Lots of pool towels, little bridge to get over to the comfier cabana seats in the middle of the pool. And there we go. So all these rooms here are the ocean view or sea view junior suites, and on top you've got the roof terrace. I'm not sure if those ones have a plunge pool or not, but they're the roof terrace rooms. And over on this side you've got the junior suites with the extended balcony with plunge pool, and then on top of that I believe just standard junior suites, or junior suites with ocean view, should I say. All really nice rooms. The rooms here are magnificent. They've been really well designed, really classic, modern, but kind of just nice simple touches that make it feel really luxurious, really high end, like most of the resort. I mean, the resort undoubtedly feels high end everywhere you go, whether that be the restaurants, the pool areas, the rooms, the bars. Everything feels really luxurious, ultra luxurious. No doubt feels 5-star in terms of the property itself. And the service as well. The service around the pool, around the beach, excellent. Everyone you speak to is super nice. Everyone says good morning, hello. What can I help you in any way? Really helpful staff. The check-in was a different experience, but we'll talk about that in a moment. So you've got some more restaurants over here. As you can see here, we got a pond with a couple of flamingos in, actually. Surprisingly, was surprised to see that. Really nice touch though. So over this side, these are all adult only restaurants. We've got shoji. So these are adult only, but you don't have to have a club membership, club room to use these. You just have to be an adult. So shoji, really nice, good sushi. And the French restaurant. So earlier I said that we tried all the restaurants. That's the only restaurant in the hotel that we didn't eat at. Mainly just because we had the restraint of only being here for 7 nights, so we did have to miss one, and we looked at the menu for that one and it was probably the least favourable out of all of them, so that's the one we skipped. So yeah, here we've got the junior suites with pool view. Those rooms are advertised as. Now you could say that that's not necessarily a pool view room, but I actually really like the area where those suites are, because it's really nice and private, very quiet. You don't have far to walk to get to the pool or the beach anyway. Got these maps dotted around the hotel showing where all the restaurants are and all the other amenities. So yeah, I have seen some complaints about those rooms being advertised as pool view and people not being satisfied that is a pool view, which is fair enough. But I think those rooms are actually in a really nice area. So going around this way, we have got the spa over in the corner, but I won't be going in the spa because it's kind of a bit of a private area, people enjoying treatments and stuff, and I don't want to walk in there with a camera. I don't feel that's right. But the spa, we used the spa yesterday because we had a 25-minute complimentary massage, and the massage was incredible, absolutely amazing. So I definitely recommend visiting the spa. The prices are very high though. I don't know if that's a normal Caribbean thing, but you're looking at like $150+ per person for any kind of treatment. Where I do actually have a tip: if you go down onto the beach, turn right, walk for maybe a minute and a half, you'll find a little beach shack type place which does massages for I think $35 for an hour, and you've got a view of the beach as well, so that's a no-brainer. Voilà. Okay, so in here you've got Taboo Lounge, which is the nightclub, and in here you've got the Excellence Club Lounge and Domo Restaurant. So that's where you go to check in if you're an Excellence Club member and get your private check-in. So I said I was going to speak a bit more about that. We did have an issue when we arrived. Our room was not available for us. It was late in the day and I was worried that that was going to be an issue anyway, so I was a little bit frustrated. I'd heard a lot about the rooms being overbooked, and that room category especially. And when I arrived and found that it wasn't available, obviously it wasn't a good start. There was a bit of an issue. We were shown to another room, told we'd be there for the first 2 nights, and that room was in the finest section with the children, which is something that we don't go for on holiday. Like, I get that's, you know, everyone's got their own personal preferences, but when we go on holiday, we're traveling as a couple, and we like to be on the quieter side, so that's obviously why we booked the quieter side. And when we didn't receive that, it was a bit disappointing, and the check-in staff, not that it's their fault, of course, they're just doing their job, but they seem to think that the room we were given was of similar quality, and having done all the research, I kind of knew that wasn't the case. So it wasn't a great start. Everything since then has been amazing. So here you can see the extended terraces and the plunge pools on the finest side of the resort. So they've got a really nice good view over the resort. So yeah, that brings us to the end of the tour of the resort. I think I've covered more or less everything. As I said, the spa I can't really walk into with a camera, but take my word for it, it's very nice. I think there's lots of pictures online anyway where you can see how it looks. And if you're booking in a club suite, you'll get the free hydrotherapy session anyway, so you'll be able to try that out. Everything has been very good at this resort. The food has exceeded my expectations. It's not the best food I've ever had at a all-inclusive hotel, but it is one of the best, if not the second best, after Secrets in Cancun. So that's far exceeded my expectations, contrary to some comments online about the food here. Obviously this is a new growing resort. It's been open for maybe 18 months now, and a big portion of that has been through COVID, so they're still learning along the way, but they're doing a really good job of it. And I think if you choose to stay at this resort, you will be pleasantly surprised. They do have a known issue of overbooking rooms of certain categories: beachfront rooms and rooms with 2 stories. They are regularly overbooked, and they may or may not bend the truth when it comes to the reason that your room's not available. So be cautious with that if you are booking one of those rooms. But apart from that, really can't fault this hotel. If you have any questions or need any other advice about this resort, just drop a comment in the section below and I'll try and get back to you. And if not, hopefully someone else will get back to you with the answer. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video and enjoy your stay in Punta Cana.